Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. It's a nice day out there. Temperatures are cold, though, so bundle up. In Springfield, a live look over Park Central Square. We had some of that low-level cloud cover, possibly some patchy fog, but that is starting to diminish as high pressure is taking over. The big headline is how cold it is. Clinton's been the cold spot all daybreak long. 23. Freezing in Branson, now below freezing. In Springfield, Monette, 30 degrees. It's 29 in Joplin, even colder out across eastern Kansas. So have that heavier winter coat, because when you factor in the winds coming in from the north, dragging in colder air, it feels even worse. You know, the winds are fairly light, but even the slightest breeze does make that wind chill go down. Satellite and radar showing the clouds that are still lingering across northern Arkansas, parts of eastern communities in the viewing area. So once these exit, we will see a lot of sunshine, but it's not going to last long. High pressure quickly moves away from us, and then our next system begins to develop. I want to introduce you to Oliver this morning. How adorable is he? Probably enjoying some sunshine there. And we'll have it to start, then those clouds move in lower 50s for the afternoon. We'll give it the green paw all the way around, but we are looking at the wet weekend start. Rain chances for Saturday, and yes, the possibility of some strong to severe storms. We'll be keeping tabs on that in the weather lab through the next couple of days. Guys.
All right, thank you, TJ. The Salvation Army is gearing up to help families in need this holiday season. Color 10's Nigel McDonald is in studio this morning to share more about how this group is going to go about it. Nigel, good morning.
Yeah, Joe, well, good morning. Due to the pandemic, the Salvation Army says it expects to see a greater need for its services. Now, the nonprofit is taking sign-ups for its Christmas assistance program now through the end of next week. To sign up, you need your photo ID, a social security card for everyone in your household, and then something like a utility bill that shows you're a resident of either Greene or Christian County. This program provides toys for children 16 years and younger, in addition to food for those who need it most.
Christmas is still a time of joy and happiness, and it's really important that the kids have this Christmas and they have their gifts and just the memories to make these days a little more normal in some ways. So, and I also think teaching kids about the importance of giving is really a valuable lesson for them to learn, that maybe you have a lot and someone doesn't. You can help us donate a toy for someone else. That's a life lesson.
Well, the organization is also in need of volunteers to work as bell ringers and help with the toy and food distributions. As always, visit our website at ozarksfirst.com for more information on how you can sign up to help.
All right, Naja, thank you. Missouri House District 135 now has a representative. Betsy Fogel has been declared the winner after a day-long recount. If you remember, on Election Day, Democrat Fogel led Republican Steve Helms by 34 points. Votes, that is. And once all provisional and overseas military ballots were counted, that number reached 80 votes, which was a difference of 0.45%. According to the Greene County clerk, Helms picked up 4 additional votes in the recount, making his total 8,472. Fogel at 8,548 votes, giving her the win in this election.
While the pandemic is a major health focus this year, some other issues like drug overdoses are still not improving. According to the Springfield Police Department, last year there was 316 overdose responses and 24 deaths. This year, 335 responses and 28 deaths. David Stecker of the Springfield Recovery Community Center says action taken last year in attempting to curb the drug problem has faded. That's why he and SPD Chief Paul Williams recorded a PSA reminding people of a law passed in 2017 providing immunity for those that call 911 for help with an overdose.
You overdose or you're with someone who overdoses and you call 911, you should not be worried about being arrested when the police come. People suffering from substance abuse issues may not be as aware of it as they should be.
Amy Blazingham, who is featured in the ad that you see there, says the law could have saved her son's life as he overdosed while with friends before that law was passed.
As many businesses have adapted to a new socially distanced way of operating, a lot of worship services in town are still trying to decide how to go about that. We spoke to 2 churches here in Springfield, Campbell United Methodist and Asbury United Methodist. Asbury is now open to the public with plenty of space around and mask guidelines. Free masks are provided at the door as well. There is only 1 entrance and 1 exit, and you are seated 6 feet apart from others. But Campbell United Methodist is choosing not to reopen to the public at this time.
We really want to keep our members safe, and on the other hand, we really want our members to feel connected and not feel isolated. And it's hard to figure out, excruciatingly hard, how to do those two things together.
Many churches resorted to virtual services during the lockdown, streaming on their website or Facebook pages, and have continued to do so since.
Going around the region now, students at a Paul Mitchell school in Overland Park, Kansas, are saying the school is keeping secrets from them and that students were never informed of a classmate who tested positive for COVID-19. The school's managing director says they weren't covering up anything and they complied with Johnson County Health Department guidelines. Health experts recommend that employers notify their staffs as soon as they become aware of concerns in the workplace.
I think a lot of times that can ease the stress of employees, right? We all know that this is circulating at a really high level in our community, and sometimes the rumor mill is much worse than just hearing it from the horse's mouth.
The students now say they would appreciate acknowledgement and an apology from the school.
Health departments across the Kansas City area are overwhelmed. Hundreds of new COVID-19 cases each day, and each county is testing the limits of their employees. Contact tracers are trying to find the source of COVID outbreaks, but it's becoming almost impossible.
We need the contact tracing then to be able to put the fires out so that it doesn't blow up again. But putting it out now, you know, it's like using a squirt bottle to try to put down a household fire.
In Kansas City, they are looking at 20-somethings as the cause, and in Johnson County, cases of kids 10 to 18 are their focus right now. Officials say these age groups are probably more in the community, which increases the risk of exposure.
A police officer in Arkansas was shot and killed Thursday night, and that suspect is still on the run. The shooting happened in Helena, West Helena, and officers were looking for a suspect in connection with a previous shooting from November 1st. They spotted this person in a vehicle. That's when that man jumped out and began firing shots, striking one of the officers. He died at Helena Regional Medical Center. The suspect is believed to have ties to the Jonesboro and Little Rock areas.
In more local news for you this morning, the Ozarks Alliance to End Homelessness is going to be releasing its Unsheltered Homeless Report later this morning. It will share current trends in our homeless service system while calling to action the community on how they can help meet critical needs during the winter months. This is happening at the Community Partnership's O'Reilly Center for Hope on East Dale Street at 10 a.m.
Greenwood Laboratory School is set to have a brand new event center. The Betty and Bobby Allison Event Center will be dedicated during a ceremony tonight. It's a $6.4 million project that includes a 21,000 square foot multi-purpose room with a gymnasium and a stage. That all starts up at 7 o'clock.
And now here's a look at what's coming up after Daybreak.
Coming up, we speak to Dr. Anthony Fauci about coronavirus holiday worries and how to avoid COVID fatigue. Plus, join us for a preview of SpaceX's historic flight to the International Space Station, coming up on CBS This Morning.
Big trend that you might see happening this morning is talking about Charlotte, North Carolina, TJ, and the weather that happened there right now, including massive rain and flooding. This is from our sister station over there. Take a look at what happened while they were on the air.
There's a black piece of siding that came from somewhere that we saw not too long ago washed up here. This is incredibly scary. Okay, we're backing up. We're backing up. Just right here, live on TV, we saw the road collapse. That same road.
That bridge collapsed while they were on the air, TJ.
Wow,
That's unbelievable.
So this rain all came in from a front, and it has to do with Ada as well?
Yeah, so Ada was kind of, the moisture from Ada was kind of merging with that front. The front actually helped kick Ada offshore, just that, you know, quick moving easterly movement, but how much moisture was funneling up from the Gulf ahead of that front with Ada and just combined for just heavy rain and just the flooding. That's just a testament to how much water can just, you know, how strong it is, how powerful
it can
roadways,
be.
you know, carry
sure.
away cars and
Right.
yes, roadways.
Nothing that bad for us tomorrow, right?
Thank goodness, no.
Yeah.
Heavy rain, though, possibly from time to time. Some strong storms. We'll be keeping tabs on it here.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you for enjoying your Friday morning. Have a good weekend, too.